Okay guys, we're back again. We're just going to be having a look at the menu now, the way it sits and how you might go about altering that menu to suit your site. Now I'm in my index page. You can see it up the top over there, and I'm in the source code at the moment, so the markup language. Now we know that our menu is situated here. You can see it here under div ID navigation, and it's basically a list. So the UL and the LI tags indicate that it is a list. We have a link to a page, which is actually nothing at the moment. It's just got a hashtag in there, and the names of our menu items: home, about, services, and contact us. Now, we previously created our pages for our site, and you can name these however you like, but I'm just looking down in the right-hand corner. Our index page is our home page. We've got a contact page, a playtime page, a portfolio page, and a work time page. So I want my menu to reflect those. So I'm going to leave my home button the way it is. I might make my second button, and I'm just going to change the text. I'm just going to change it in the markup language. You could change it out here in any view you like, but we'll just change it here for the sake of it. We'll put our portfolio menu item second. We'll put our work time third, and our play time after that. And then I'm going to need to make an extra button for our contact page. So what I'm going to do is just highlight that last list item, press Control C or hold down Control C, go to the end of that, press Enter, and press Control V to paste another one. So you can just see it's pasted a copy of that playtime list item in there, and I'm just going to change that last one to contact us. We might put a capital U. Okay, now we can see those changes over on the right. Once we click over on the right in our preview, you can see that it's added our extra menu item in there on the right hand side. We've got our 5 menu items, so it's looking a little bit more like we want our menu to look. Now we know that our menu is pretty much styled through our CSS files, so you can see we've got an asterisk up the top too. I might just Control S to save those changes. Let's have a look in our style CSS about where our menu is styled. Now you know that we just had a look and we just said that the ID for this is navigation, so anything that starts with navigation pretty has much to do with our menu. So right at the top we can see something up here with navigation, and these things apply to our menu. So it floats left, which means it sits over on the left-hand side, which you can see. It has a width of 500, which is the width of our whole content area, and that's fine. A background color of that, which is our brown. We did change that earlier on, and it's got a bit of opacity of 0.7 just to match the header as well. Down further in the UL section, margins are 0, paddings are 0, so no margins or paddings in the UL section. In the ULLI section, we have a list style type of none, a display in line, and display in line just means it goes horizontally across the page. Down further, we've got a little bit more in this one. It's a block formation. It floats left, yes, we know that. Has paddings 5 pixels and 10 pixels around each of the list items, so you can see that around the words on the right-hand side there is some padding, 5 pixels and 10 pixels, probably 5 pixels, I'd say is top and bottom, and 10 pixels for left and right. We could easily change that to have a look and see if that is true. We'll change that first one to 10 pixels. We'll come out here and press, and you can see that right the top and bottom was increased slightly, and you might play around with that a little bit if you want to make some changes there. I might just go back and leave it at 5 pixels though for the moment. That's up to you to change. Our color has to do with the font color, and FFF is white. Okay, so we know that those menu items are white currently. No text decoration. And the border right 1 pixel solid FF, which means that on the right-hand side of each of those, they're like cells, I suppose, the border is going to be a solid white color. We can't see that really well on our preview, so we might just go to our web page. I'm just going to Control S. Control S. Just press F12 to come out to my view, and yeah, I can see that it's got that white line separating them, which is on the right-hand side. Okay, that is fine. We might want that, you might not want that. That's up to you. Of course, if you don't want it, you could make that 0 pixels just to get rid of it, or you could just get rid of that whole thing altogether and not have it at all. I'll just leave it in there for the moment. We've got one last thing here, and it's a navigation LA A hover. So that A hover means that when you hover over the menu item, it'll give you a background color of 383. So you might be saying, well, I'm hovering over it again in preview, but it's not giving me any background color. Well, let's have a look. We might have to go back out to our web page again to see. So I'll Control S just to save that. Back out to F12. Oh, I was a bit slow going then. And you can see that when I hover over my menu items, look at that green color. Now, personally don't think that green color really matches my theme very well. So you might want to play around with that and change that color, okay, to match something that matches your theme. So as you hover over, you can see that green color happening. All right, well, let's go back. It's easy enough for you to change those colors, and I'm going to leave that one with you, the hexagonal codes, but you could change that to whatever you want. Okay, that's pretty much how our menu items work at the moment. The only thing we also need to do is make those link to our other pages. So there's lots of ways we could do that. Why don't we just go back into the source code, and we could just have a highlight of our text. So I'm going to highlight the first one, and we know that that first one is our home page, and we need it to link to our home page when we're on other pages. So let's come down here to link button. I've highlighted that home. At the moment you can set it's just set to an asterisk. Okay. If we click on the browse for file button, that little folder button to the right, we can actually browse for files that will be in the root of our website. And so we can choose any of those. So our home button should be pointing to our index.html. So let's OK that. You can see now that up in the HTML, that href has changed to index.html. It's no longer just a hashtag. So same again, if I go to portfolio, highlight that, come down here, I'll change that one to portfolio, press OK. Oh, beauty. Same with work time. Probably just do it down here if you wanted to. You don't even have to highlight. You can see as I highlight on the script side, it gets highlighted on the preview side anyway. So work time can go to work time. HTML, playtime to playtime, and contact us to contact us, or contact.html. Okay, now we've managed to link our pages to our other pages. Fortunately, we don't have anything in our other pages at the moment, so we might just leave it at that. We've constructed our menu. It's not looking too bad. Let's Control S to save that. Okay, well done.